Today we're gonna search for a new home. You know why?
Because this house doesn't fit us anymore. Henrique is growing so fast. We need your own bedroom, right, baby?
We need a new house and we're gonna search, and please come with us.
Hi everyone! So today is the day that we are going to show you everything that we saw regarding a new apartment. For who doesn't know yet, we've been looking for a 2-bedroom since we haven't been looking, but we knew this day was coming, the day that we're supposed to move for a 2-bedroom. Since when I found out I was pregnant, we were like, uh-oh, we're living in 1 bedroom. Then after a while, we found out that the baby, like up into 6 months, it's okay to sleep in your room. It doesn't matter if it has its own room because, you know, you're constantly waking and feeding the baby and all of that. So we kind of, okay, we have time. But now Henrique is 6 months old and our lease is finishing. Our contract is finishing.
It's up.
So we really need to move. And plus, the 1 bedroom is not about being 1 bedroom, but the whole living room is completely Henrique's now. Like, we have toys everywhere. We have in our room. It's so hard because we are like visitors to our own bedroom because he's constantly napping and we don't want to make a noise so to not wake him up. So we even everything I wear now, I don't even know what I'm picking because it's always in the dark while he's napping.
That's the hardest part, right? Like, we need to get ready for stuff, and it's always like you walk on tiptoes.
Yeah, I'll do laundry, and it takes me like 2 weeks to put everything in its place because when he's awake, I have to be with him and entertain him and everything that I have to do as a mom. And then when he's napping, I cannot put things away because he's napping right there. So
it's that time. We need a bigger home, and this is the video where we went to see many places. We took 2 days to see those places, right?
Yeah, we started back in October searching because I want to find something before our lease is up to be sure that we're moving somewhere. Yeah. But what we realized is that now, I don't know if it was always like that, but now everything that we were seeing, it was to moving immediately. And we actually tried to do that, but we didn't have an answer from our landlord. So we went to Brazil instead. We're like, oh, let's put the pause on the searching, and then we started back.
Yeah, it's like we don't mind the laundry machine on the back. It's working. This is the time that I don't have the time to put everything there. So don't mind that.
Every night.
In this video, we're gonna be going to see different apartments. Some we really liked it.
Some we loved.
Some is way out of our budget.
But we actually start with the first one.
Actually, none of them are way out of our budget. But then we were like, we have some checkpoints, you know? So some were really good. Price was very spicy, but it was doable. It was just that a waste of money for us because.
But the first one we just went to visit. We knew we wouldn't be there, but we wanted a motivation.
I don't remember.
No? Okay,
so many. Let's revisit everything.
Yes. The first one was like just to kick off with the right note so we can get inspired.
I'm trying to remember which one was that.
Oh, let's check it out.
Let's start.
So just so you know, we're looking for a 2 bedrooms. Well, maybe 3. We actually saw some 3 bedrooms as well. You need to have a playroom. That wasn't in our checklist before, but now that Henrique is so much more active and sitting by himself, almost crawling, pretty soon he's gonna be walking. We need a playroom because
very important.
Even unless we do a playroom in the second room, because it's gonna be a lot of things to entertain him and he's gonna be walking everywhere. So, and we actually been using a lot the playroom of our building now. So that became the first item.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, once was just Anna and I, we could just move into a beautiful place, a little smaller, but you know, with the whole New York City view and the whole thing. Like, but now it changed. Now we need space. We like to be in the area where we live, surrounded areas here, but yet it's very important for the both of us to have space for him and for us.
And to be safe, right?
Yes,
I mean, we live in a beautiful place. I thank God every night because it's beautiful. It really is. I'm looking at the window now.
Yeah, we're seeing New York now. It's beautiful.
But it's also very safe. There's a lot of families living here. There's a lot of babies strolling around. So
we like this
it's a good
atmosphere.
area, yeah.
It's a good place to raise our baby until we realize what we're going to do. So the thing is, we hear a lot of our followers saying that, oh, you guys had such a great time in Brazil, why don't you stay there? The thing is, that's out of option because we're not going back to Brazil. We're living here. Anna and I, we work in New York. We want to be close. The other thing is, could be much easier if we move to Florida, to a different state. We get bigger house.
We thought about that
nice,
too.
beautiful homes, or even going a little further than where we live now. But we feel like it's not the time yet. So we really want you guys to understand that because I know we have very passionate followers that's like, you need to go to that one. Go to this one, move to this one. So it's like we're picking what's best for our family now, and I think we're gonna be happy no matter where we go because we know that God's gonna find the right place for us.
So again, the checklist is a playroom, a pool because summer here.
We love the pool. He loves the pool. It's
You
hot.
love the pool.
But he loves the pool already.
Junior loves
He went to the pool
too.
this summer so many times.
Yeah, well, because when it gets too hot, that's definitely something we want to be doing.
He loves the water.
A gym is kind of, it used to be very important. Now it's okay if you have or
Every
not.
now and then we go there.
And I really like to have a community area, you know, where that's important for us.
good.
If in beauty with the community area, that's a good way to meet new people, meet your neighbors. That's actually
We already
how
have
we
friends
meet our
here.
neighbors.
We have so many friends here, so it would be ideal to be here, but we never know what's gonna happen, you know?
And natural light is really, really important for us.
As you all know, we create content daily. We dance all the time. We create stuff all the time. So we need, and also we're both actors, as you all know. Some might not because you're new here. We're both actors too, so we do film self-tapes daily. So we're always filming ourselves and we need natural light.
Yeah,
Like right
and
now
not
we
only
have
that, to be honest,
fake light,
natural
but-
light, I feel like everybody needs natural light. And once you get used to, like we have a beautiful natural light where we're living now, once you get used to that, it's really, really hard to go back to not natural light, right?
Our first YouTube video was in that little apartment.
And it was facing a car shop, so it was now to go back to that, like it's almost impossible. And if you get New York City view, that's also a big plus, huge plus.
We
The
like New York.
Hudson River, being near water is really important also. So that's our goal,
So
to find something like that.
let's not take any more time
Yeah.
and jump in to watch the place we visit.
Let's see
go.
it again. So this is in our view, the very first film we saw.
Oh yeah, the one with the full view. Oh, that one is beautiful.
This is beautiful, right? I just really didn't like much
This corridor.
this hallway. Yeah. But like I said, Henrique would be crawling in the entrance, back and forth, back and forth. This is such a beautiful
I mean,
view.
the view, the New York
I mean-
City view is like you cannot beat that, you know?
We see this view every day walking down there, but it's different when you just, you know,
This apartment got beautiful view, but
it's not that big.
it's not that big for us. The
Yeah.
living room is beautiful, it's great, and have all the natural
but
light.
it's not much bigger
But
than
the rooms
this.
are not different than ours, and the kitchen's a little smaller than ours in a way. So
Yeah. The shape, I mean,
it's kind of weird because
again.
it's a corner.
But
you
it's
know,
a
of
weird
building.
shape,
Yeah,
yes.
like the balcony is still the same as ours. Of course, the view here is much.
I think for this price, we definitely pay for the view.
Yeah, definitely.
Because space-wise, it's not much bigger than ours,
No.
and it wouldn't solve all our problems. Like the balcony is bigger, but we barely use the balcony. to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. It's two bathrooms, two beds, but it's like it's not as big. Well, it's pretty nice. Come on.
No, of course it's pretty nice.
But for the price, I think it could be at least a little lower than this, you know.
it's beautiful, but it's not good for baby. I don't think. Like for our, you know.
We could make it happen, but not at this point. And not, I mean, I think we need space, more space than this.
But everything else is checked. It has a playroom, it has a gym,
Again,
it has
it's our
the
building,
pool.
so-
We know the neighbors already, so that's definitely a plus. He fell asleep again. He fell asleep in a lot of
So that's the thing. A lot of people ask, like, why does he wear those masks? Guys, these masks are just amazing. We're gonna leave the link here for whoever wants to buy this. because he loves the blackout, so he can sleep. Oh, I like this entrance very much.
Nice. Oh, the natural light that we wanted.
The living room is really big.
Beautiful, beautiful floor, beautiful windows.
Yeah, the kitchen is brand new.
Wow.
It's like
So modern.
It's-
and chic. And the paintings, like, it's not white, but so wow. Beautiful light.
look at Hick.
And he woke up. An actual laundry room. Not only the washing machine and the dryer, but the actual room.
Yeah.
Never had that before.
So this is the baby room.
Yeah.
It's
Nice
big.
room, Enrique.
Yeah.
And a balcony.
There's a balcony for the baby. What? It's nice. It's a lot of.
Wow.
It's a beautiful view. Yeah. And the water is right there too.
Enrique fell asleep again.
Yeah, he's always sleeping when we go places. I thought for a reason this was like, they're still fixing the place. It's like there's a lot of stuff that we're going to fix. And
They're putting a glass door in
yeah,
the
glass.
shower.
Yeah, it's big. It's very big.
Very big room.
Closet's really nice too. Really
Walk-in
big.
closet, so nice. Well finished. Yeah, this is like, I like it a lot.
And then went to see a different one. It was a little bit more further. That's what I'm saying. Like when you go further from where we live now, you can find big places.
Further meaning no city views.
No city views. It's not only city views. It's like it's more like a distant. There's no people on the streets.
Yeah,
There's no people walking with strollers.
it's definitely more New Jersey feel, right?
Mhm. Like yeah,
Less city,
yeah.
further from New York. As not views, sorry, but further from New York, definitely. But this is a
Yeah, it's a big home.
huge.
For a second, we were like, well, that's really big, really nice. But then we went to see all of the rooms and then we learned that it was 3 floors. So there was
The basement,
the basement,
this floor,
this floor, and then the bedrooms.
and then the top floor. Yes,
And then the owner was just like,
they were still.
they're still finishing the movie.
Beautiful kitchen,
Yeah, everything was really nice, a lot of light and
very well kept
very.
because they were still moving and it's so clean. Everything.
Yeah, they were about to paint the whole thing, but it was really neat. Everything was very
Yeah.
clean, but then we went to see the upstairs first, right? Yeah, there was like a little balcony in the kitchen.
Little.
Yeah, it's quite big, right? And then did we went to the basement first? No, we went to upstairs first. And then we were like, all right, this is nice, this is big. Let's take a look.
One of the bedrooms. So this house is 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So we thought that it would be a good idea to have 3 bedrooms in this price because we could do a studio there, we could do our
Yeah.
self-tapes there, we could do our podcast there, and then the cameras and lights would be away. Another bedroom.
Another bedroom, yeah.
It could be his. Nice bathroom.
Yeah.
I love this high thing with the window up there
Yeah.
to
So
see.
this is like the main.
This is the master
The master
bedroom. Yeah.
bedroom, walk-in closet.
Walk-in closet. Ah, we're finally gonna have a walk-in closet, hopefully. We never had it.
No, walk-in, no. The bathroom is big, it's nice, spacious. I was checking everything, and Ricky was checking everything.
So this house actually, they had already 2 applications.
Yeah.
So when our realtor called them and I think because we're about to ask about the amenities, right?
Right.
They have any amenities in the community and also utilities, what's included, because for being that huge, we figured the bill for AC and heat would be so expensive. So when he called to check on the utilities and he found out that the house was received 2 applications.
So this is the basement with the laundry room. At this point, we started to realize that it's a very big house. In the video, it doesn't seem like as big, but it's really big. And we thought, I don't think we're gonna have enough furniture for this home, so
Yeah, we would have to definitely buy a lot of stuff
to fill the house.
look, but the basement is finished. We actually could do our studio right there in the basement. Right here in the basement. It would be great.
To
we
be
couldn't
honest,
even do a dance studio.
that we freak out a little bit with this place.
It was a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time we were looking for a
For-
house that big.
Yeah, we need to really learn to like, okay, we're going to a house now, but we're not in that phase yet.
We see that the neighbors have kids because we can see the little chairs and toys in their balconies.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we just decided to think a little bit about this one.
Yeah, but there was no time to think because I already had 2 applications. So we're like, okay,
Yeah, sure.
not meant to be ours.
Not meant to be this one. And to
And
be
then
honest,
in that time, he was like, oh, there's another house right here near this community. Do you want to check it out? And we were like, yeah, sure. Because it was like 5 minutes walking from there.
oh yeah, true. This one, we tried to go see this one day, and then we were not allowed to get in. So then we were like, oh, we have to go to that place. It became a goal for
I had
Anna.
a feeling about this one because it was really nice priced. And I saw the square footage of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is huge. And I actually like it. I really like it. I just don't like the painting because it was painting all colors and it was a little dark. But I feel like with the white painting, the balcony was huge.
Yeah, it was big.
You got the living room, the Enrique's room, and our room, the same
Yeah.
balcony.
Look at how big with the balcony. It's like it meets the other balcony from the living room.
Yeah, big. Actually, it was 3 bedrooms.
Those three, yeah.
Just saying. This is where we said we could do this
The
studio
podcast
because
studio,
of the
yeah.
light. This was a smaller
Yeah.
room next to the kitchen.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
I like the high ceiling of the kitchen. I just wish the living room was high ceiling too.
You know, that's the thing. Like when you look at the video like this, it's different. The vibe I got when I walked in, I was like, yeah, that's not the vibe.
I think you were in a bad mood that day.
No.
You were a little sick.
No, I was sick that day, but no, it was the vibe of the place. I was like, yeah, I don't see ourselves living.
You
here.
didn't like the hallways.
The hallway smells like what? Like old house. You know, like that smell of like an old, very old house. And
The only thing about this one also, it was because there are no amenities.
there was nothing there.
I mean,
No,
there was a
pool.
pool and a gym
Like a
that was
would fit
closed.
only me. The gym would fit me by myself doing squats.
But there was a pool and there was no playroom.
To be honest, we still didn't find the one we were supposed to.
I mean, we really loved it. So our favorite one was kind of light blue painting, light gray.
Yeah, the one
very
that
modern
the one that
one.
you talked really good about it. Like you got excited about it.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. That one we were like
But
considering.
then, yeah.
But then the amenities outdoors. You guys can share with us your thoughts and feelings about moving. It's not easy to move. You know, like we feel like because we're here and so close to the city, it's kind of tough to find a perfect place. Even though this place has been perfect for us for a long time. But like, it's hard to find the ideal place, you know, without feeling like you're really paying so much money.
Well, but here we are because we've
That's
been
the
here
location,
for 3 years.
yes.
So price rises.
And that's the thing, like
and-
the prices are really going up. And we're not yet ready to buy the place. So that's not something that we are open to it yet. We're definitely gonna rent still.
So can we pay in the beginning?
We can. So
So as I was saying, the one that we like the most from those that you saw, it was already received an application and to go through an application. It's just so much work because we applied for a new apartment.
yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, I stayed from 4 p.m. up until midnight
Doing the application.
doing the application because of the link, because when I download the PDF or upload the PDF, the thing would start over. And I was like, seriously? And I had to do Junior and mine. We as co-signers, so it wasn't only one, it was actually 2 applications. So it's a lot of work. So
Yeah.
we just hope this
So far,
this works.
we think that, I think that's gonna work. We're definitely gonna do a video once we move into this place, or once the place is empty, so we can show you guys before.
Yeah.
And then another one when the place is ready. It's definitely something that we were looking for, something that we can comfortably.
Does it check all?
It checks all the items. There's everything we need. Again, could always be better, always. If we could live in a flat like a millionaire, sure, but this is what we can do right now. And I think we did a very good thing on picking this one. I think we're gonna have very beautiful years, at least a couple of years in this place.
Yeah.
Unless you become a millionaire and then we can buy our own
unless we have
place.
another baby and we need 3 bedrooms.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this place is gonna be our home, and I think we're gonna be happy in it. I think the most important thing is that I mentioned in the beginning, and you know that we've been talking about that every place we went, it happened what was supposed to be happening. God really found us the place where we're supposed to be. And I think this one came now just in time, that we're not stressed or going crazy looking for places.
And
as
the
soon
time
as we
is
kind
just
of
right, actually.
as soon as
This
we
is
both
perfect timing.
Yeah, and as soon as we both stopped looking, this one just came. It's crazy, right? All of our prayers, everything that we've been talking about, it's like, it's just happening on the right time. It's gonna be easy, convenient, very good for us, and yeah, we can't wait to share that with you guys.
So fingers crossed, our applications work.
Again, thank you guys for watching our videos. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I know we haven't been posting frequently because, as you know, we went to Brazil and all of the shenanigans, but now we're getting back to our regular routine.
Yeah, we're trying. We're like filming, like Juna said, filming this at 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah, bear with us, please.
Just to have a video ready. But we're getting.
Yeah, you guys know us. You guys know us from the good times, from the difficult times and everything. And you all understand that right now
is the busy time.
It's a busy time, and also like we're starting to feel like, okay, now we get a hang of stuff. Life is always like this, right? It's never like this.
That's what makes it exciting.
Exactly. That's what makes life exciting. And we can't wait to share the next video with you guys. So we'll see you soon.
We see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.